Hi, I'm James the Light Guy, and today we're going to take a look at an LED bulb replacement for a turn signal. This bulb has the BAY15 Delta base type, which means it is suitable for a number of different bulbs or sockets. I'll put a list up on the screen now, and let's zoom on in. First, looking at the bottom of the bulb, we have these two pins. The socket is designed that it can only go in one way, where these pins slide down channels and then lock in at different heights. So you wouldn't be able to put it in this way because this pin would get stuck against a wall, while this pin would not make it to the bottom of the channel, or would make it to the bottom of the channel and stop rather than go all the way down to lock in place. This surface is our grounding surface, and we have two separate positive terminals. We have our low brightness terminal and our high brightness terminal, which means that this would replace a dual filament type bulb with a, let's say, marker and brighter for turn signal bulb. And you can see that we have 4 LEDs on one on each face, and 2 LEDs behind a culminating lens here. This metal is actually just chrome-plated plastic. There's not a lot of heat sinking, but these bulbs, in particular these ones, don't produce a large amount of heat. These bulbs are marketed as 30-watt bulbs, which they are not. I'll put a link to the eBay listing in the description below. These are really decent bulbs for the money if you're looking for a turn signal that is not too bright. If you want virtually a direct brightness replacement for a halogen bulb, but with the instant on that turn signals have, this would be a decent replacement. I'll show you that in a moment. We'll zoom back out and turn on our power supply. Before we turn on our power supply, these bulbs just came in a simple anti-static bag, which goes to further their generic nature. They weren't even trying to fake that it was some sort of brand and put it in a box. You can get, I believe, 4 of these for $12 about, depending on the seller. These are from, I believe, Autosaver 88. All right, getting down to the power supply. We'll turn this on, and we're at 14.4 volts. We'll connect the ground to our side here. And first we'll attach our power lead to the low brightness side. There you see it illuminated, and we're using 60 milliamps. So this is very, very low power. Next, we'll swing up to the full brightness, which is this terminal here. Oh, if I could hold it in place, there we go. And we're up to 250 milliamps. We can switch between the two. Dim, bright, dim, bright. As you can see, it's not overly bright, but it does use very, very little power. At the full bright, it uses about 3.5 watts, which is a far cry from the 30 that it claimed. And That's not normally a problem. One of the issues I have is the listing specifically says that these are CAN bus, but then it also says that due to load resistance, you may need an equalizer, which you wouldn't need with a CAN bus bulb because the intelligent circuitry would tell the car that it doesn't need a load resistor. Anyway, for just a simple video and simple recap, if you don't mind adding in a load equalizer and you're looking for a direct replacement of a halogen bulb with an LED that's not overly bright, then this would be a good choice. Anyway, that's all I have for today's video. If you enjoyed it, give me that thumbs up, share with your friends, consider visiting my Patreon page, and until next time, I'm James the Light Guy.